Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well today. Today I'm going to try and tame this beast of a bike. I believe it's literally just called the 450 CRF Rally Edition. I know that you see some of these bigger bikes doing the big enduro events like Erzberg and such. I remember way back when watching one of the Nitro Circus DVDs where they're doing the Erzberg Rodeo, the prologue. I saw like a BMW essentially version of this bike riding around. I just thought it would be a nice idea to give it a shot today. I've seen a video on it before. I think it's like a random Dakar video that I came across, and no idea where the guy downloaded it from at the time. And people know that I've recently downloaded the CBMX pack that's got some weird and wonderful bikes in there. So I thought I'd give it a go. Really, let me check first of all. Is my camera all the way back and down? It is. Oh, actually, maybe down's not the move. We've got this massive, like, Tesla screen, like Satnav in the middle of the bike. How cool would it be if we could get this working in game? Like, imagine just like leaning forwards and you can see the map and your speed and stuff. That'd be sick. Granted, that the level of coding and stuff that would be needed for that to work is probably on another level. So I dread to even think of what it is. But what I'm doing today is I'm on the Resolute Enduro series, course 1. I've done this track a fair few times. It's one that I ride in my free time a fair amount. This is not a good start at all, and it's one of the easier ones. There's only a couple of hard parts of this, but first things first, I need to actually get up this first hill. Can it come to a stop? There we go. Okay. So straight off the bat, up this first hill climb, I'm kind of feeling like it's not quite as good as the KTM 500 that I would usually ride. The KTM is really good for hills and stuff. Just with how the power is, it's all on the bottom end rather than the top end. And I did give this a quick test just to make sure everything was working as it should be. And the top end on this, I topped out at about 90 miles an hour, which is just ridiculous. So there's some long straights on this track, so we'll see what we can actually get to. The bike's a little bit quiet, so I apologise if the audio levels are a little bit off. My audio settings are the same as usual. But the bike's audio seems to be a bit on the quiet side, which I apologise for. Right, these are the first few tricky hills. Let's see if we can get up this in a nice straight line. Oh, wobbled a little bit at the top of that. Try again. Nice. And then this is the final one. Just jumps off to the right here. There we go. I actually think I recognise this engine sound. I'm pretty sure I've seen people with like a mod replacement pack just for the normal OEM bikes with this engine noise. I wonder if it's just been taken from there and implemented onto this bike. Yeah, overall pretty cool so far. I won't lie, the screen is a bit in the way. What I might do actually in a second, let me try before I get to the really difficult bits. Let me ride around in third person just for a sec. So you see, he's a bit of a beefy boy. You know, it's a bit big on the back. That exhaust is just huge, unreal. Got some brake lights on the back as well, which would be quite cool if there was a way of getting them to work in game. Overall, I think it's a really cool looking bike. Everyone knows I'm a little bit biased when it comes to the enduro side of things on this game. I absolutely love enduro. It's my favourite thing to do in my spare time, if I ever get much spare time. Oh, there's a good, nice look at the bike on its side when it stops stops moving around. Come on, Pippo, so slow physics. And just in typical enduro fashion, just chucked a hydration pack on my back as well. Would have completely forgot about that if I didn't go into third person real quick. So let me go in first just so I can ride properly, and I'll open her up a bit on this next straight here. There is a longer one later on in the lap, but we'll see what speeds we can get to. 80, yeah, about 84 there before I have to slam on the brake, so I'm just going to go flying through the tape. So yeah, she is a bit of a beast. But top end is one thing. There's only so much time that you can gain on these tracks on the long straights. It's in the hills and the tight technical stuff that it really matters, and I feel like that might be where it's lacking a little bit. Oh, get up there, get up there. Oh, that was close. I felt the front end tucking a bit there, so I just had to quickly lean forwards just to put some weight on it, so hopefully it bites in. Now, let me move over here. I don't want to hit any of these hills not 100% straight on. Usually I would just kind of ride up it at an angle on the 500 and it can handle it, but this feels a little bit sketchier than I'd like, so I'm going to have to try and put my very limited enduro skills to the test here, just to try and get around. I can't get over the size of this screen. It's just absolutely massive. I don't know how the actual riders in real life deal with this massive thing in front of them. That'd be so off-putting to me. I'm the sort of person, I'm not sure if anybody else is the same. There might be one or two of you other weirdos like me out there. For my goggles, I always run tear-offs, always have done. I will do as long as it as long as they let me. There's a whole thing in the UK here about banning tear-offs just because of it being left in like farmers' fields and things like that. But the reason being is every single pair of roll-offs that I've ever had, the canisters on the side that actually hold the film to pull, I can always see them out of my peripheral, and it puts me off so much to the point where I can't really focus on riding too much. I really like having like a full field of vision. Oh, this is this other straight I was on about real quick. Let me open her up along here. There is one bump I need to sit down and lean forwards for, so I don't do a backflip. There we go. We're at 92, 90. I saw that hit 94 for a second there, and get on the brakes again. Oh god. Oh, that was close. I locked up the back. That was so close to going down. Oh my god. Right, so easy down here. So yeah, very fast on the top end. I don't know if it's just the kind of screen putting me off where I can't see my front end 100% properly, or what, but yeah, definitely seems a little bit sketchy and wobbly on these hills. But then again, I know that the physics of some of the CBMX bikes are a little bit wonky. I understand that they are going to be improving that for upcoming packs, but it's nice riding something different. I feel like I got to the point where I've kind of ridden everything there is to ride in just the normal game, so I gave in and downloaded the CBMX bikes, where a lot of these bikes you'll find they're taken from other games like the MXGP games, for example, or MX vs ATV, and imported into bikes. There's always been a little bit of a grey area about doing that and legalities and things like that, but it is nice being able to ride something different, especially like this where it's a bit weird and wacky, and I can take something that I would normally do, such as Enduro, and this track especially, and just make it a little bit more different, a bit more fun. And that's kind of what we're here for at the end of the day, is just have a bit of fun. Oh, land it! Oh. So usually I'll drop off of that and land that no problem, because I know exactly where my front end is. I know if it's 100% straight, so I won't get any like weird twitches. This is going to be a bit of a test as well, with these logs. Oh, just dug the front end in there on that second one. Right, just let me talk whilst all this noise is going on, because you get the occasional a bit of Lady Gaga in your ear there. Resolute, when he made the track, put some Just Dance music on the radios in the stadium section, so knowing my luck, YouTube will pick up that 2 seconds of Just Dance and try and get me copyrighted for it, but hopefully not. Oh my god, that was a bit of a wild one. That is another crash right there where I wish I could see my front end. Let's go. Ooh, bit framey there. What's going on there? That's alright, let's come back to normal. Apologise there if it was a little bit framey for a little bit. So my quickest lap on this track is, I think it's something like a 7:08, something along those lines, like a really low 7 minutes. And we are going to get nowhere near that right now. We're already at 6. I think we've probably still got like a good 2.5–3 minutes left to go. But we will see when we get to the finish line. The next section I'm about to come up to is, I think, the hardest one on the track. It looks very easy, but it's actually really deceiving. It's like very slippery, uphill, bumpy dirt. Now this will be a hard bit. Let me see if I can get up here quickly, no problem. Really gentle on the throttle. You can see on my controller over there just how like gentle I'm being on the throttle here. So if you light that back end up for a second and spin, it's just absolutely wild. Probably makes it even harder for you to be able to hear the engine right now as well, where I'm being so gentle on the throttle. But yeah, no, the bike does sound good. It sounds good, it looks good. It's just this bloody, this massive Satnav in front of me that's put me off. But then I suppose that is the whole point of the bike, being a rally version. And I'm guessing people would ride bikes like this in real life if they're doing kind of like Dakar and things like that, where you are literally out in the middle of nowhere and you do need your satellite. So I can see it being useful for that. I doubt it's used for like smaller enduros, just for the big boy stuff. I like that you can kind of see the reflections of the trees and stuff in the monitor. If I lean forwards, can you see that? And that is in real time as well, I believe. I think I just saw one of the checkpoint flags as I went past, so that's really cool. I didn't expect it to have that level of detail. I know in games like MX Simulator, for example, some of the reflections on that, it's just like a stock image that's being reflected behind the scenes. It's not necessarily like a live reflection. So yeah, that's pretty cool. That's something else to look out for there. So I'm currently a minute behind my best time on the track. Obviously I had that bit of a nightmare at the very beginning getting up a hill, but Oh, hang on. Brake. There we go. But yeah, actually, sorry, that bit actually gets removed because the finish line is just after that. So we've only got 2 corners left, and that's a lap. So about a minute and a half by the time we get to the finish line behind my best, which isn't terrible at all, really. I thought it'd be a lot worse than that with how the start of the lap started going, but I think it's one of the things you just need to get used to the bike, really. So if I would advise, if you're going to use this, just use it for a bit more of a free riding type thing rather than tight technical stuff, just because it's really good on the top end. Bottom ends, not so much, but that just might be me being a bit trash at the game. I think it looks really cool, it sounds really cool. I do like the sound mod. I keep meaning to change my normal OEM bike sounds at some point, just because they're getting a little bit stale for my liking. Oh, pardon me, jizz. Professional YouTuber I am not, burping mid-video. How very unprofessional of me, I do apologise. But that'll do it for me. I've had a bit of fun that. I'll probably ride this in the future as well on some other sort of track, so you see what comes out, really. I just wish that this bloody monitor wasn't so damn big. Look, if I lean forwards, you can just see the track in the monitor there and nothing else, which is actually pretty cool. If you want to see behind you, just quickly lean forwards, look in the monitor, and that's it. But yeah, that'll do it from me. I hope you have enjoyed this video. As always, please do drop a like. It really helps help the channel grow, helps get the video out to more and more people. And subscribe. Road to 18.3 thousand subscribers. Don't need to ask why. And yeah, that'll do it for me. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day, whatever it is that you're up to, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.
Got bad shit all up in my mind right now. Fuck it, give me a minute and I'ma let it all out. I don't give a shit about an opinion, be another dimension when I wake up. Bitch, it's time to fill the cup. Got no fucking love, I feel so stuck on my luck. Get fucked.